Welcome to my Let's Play of The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, with the OOO mod installed. I can't remember what I was doing last time. It's been a little while since I last played. But I was doing something. I did something. Possibly I did a Mages Guild quest or a Thieves Guild quest. But this time around, in between last time and this time, I've leveled up a couple of times, or a time. Possibly two. Just to do it because it wasn't that interesting to see. And I'm now concentrating on my endurance and my personality skills.
Hi there.
Or attributes. So I'm wearing heavy armor again. And I've come to Anvil. Because I know there are a load of quests in Anvil and I want to get them into my log, including a Fighters Guild quest, so I can pick and choose to do them at will, or at my pace. So
how goes it?
Azan.
Here for more work, are you? I've got one last contract for you. First, though, a bit of bad news. Orain spoke with Velena about your last mission. She didn't take the news well. Orain has been expelled. And I'm sorry to do this, but you've been demoted to Defender. You'll be fine, though.
Okay, I've been demoted. Let's try advancement.
Look, I can't promote you. Not now. You'll need to get some contracts completed, and then I can do it.
Okay, let's talk about contracts.
I've only got one more thing on my plate for you, but it's an important one. The Stone of St. Alessia has been stolen from Bruma Chapel.
Stone of St. Alessia?
I don't know if you're religious, but a lot of folks are. And the stone is important. Talk to Sirach in Bruma. He'll fill you in on the details.
Okay, so the Fighters Guild quest is up in Bruma.
Talk to Sirach about that contract. Make me proud.
Have some light on here. I noticed it was slightly dark in here. I now leave the Fighters Guild.
Well met.
And I'm going to wander along to the pub.
How about mixing up some potions?
Which is just up here. They might call it an inn or a hotel or a place of rest. For me it's the pub. The Count's Arms.
Oh, good sir.
Okay.
Hello!
Let me talk to Dopey here.
Owner and proprietor of the Count's Arms. We make beds and food available to guests. Can I help you?
Rumours?
I like eating at the Flowing Bowl. Mainlorn runs a quality inn.
Yes.
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all...
Yes, I'm sure you do and all that, but... I'll see if I can take your boar meat off your hands. It's useful for health potions, as is the
A fine bargain for you.
Nothing else you've got that I want.
Tell your friends... Farewell.
Okay, who else is in here? That would be Arvena Thelus.
Thank you for all your help. My rats appreciate it.
Oh yes, I did a Fighters Guild quest a long time ago to help her
Didn't
rats.
you see that Oblivion Gate just outside the walls? Mara preserve us from the fate of Kvatch.
Good to know.
Good day.
Hello. Dear Inventius, wife of the woodsman Pinnerus Inventius. Always out hunting. Anything to avoid doing a little work around the house.
Well, if you nag like that, then I'm not surprised. The Anvil Chapel attack. Tell
It's
me.
unbelievable. Right in the centre of the city, nobody saw anything? Makes you wonder about the competence of the guard, if you ask me.
The Prophet?
He's a blessing on this town. The only one to have made any sense out of the terrible tragedy at the chapel. He preaches every day outside the chapel. Go and listen, you'll see.
Any rumours?
I heard that Velwyn Benerus is trying to sell off Benerus Manor. Hopefully the new owners will clean that eyesore up.
Right. Velwyn Benerus?
That layabout. You can find him wasting time at the Count's Arms.
Oh, pot calling the kettle black there.
Bye.
How are you?
Let's talk to this guy.
Didier Ormely, a ship's clerk. At present, I'm spending my time and gold on the pleasures of the Gold Coast.
Any rumours for me?
Arvena Thelus is an odd one. I've heard some strange noises coming from her basement.
Yeah, they're rats. I know that. Okay.
Hi there.
Don't know
What
if
is
this
it
is
now?
true,
What's
but I
new with
heard a
you?
gang of all-female
They say
thieves is
syndicates
preying
of
on the
wizards
married
have
menfolk of the
led a
town.
boycott of imperial
Okay.
goods
Sure.
in the land
Let
of
me
the
talk
Orc.
to
Without
this guy. Oh,
Our
we have
Venus
some
does
more
it.
lights.
Seems Somerset Isle has
I've heard
become
some
a
Belwyn
much more
Benos.
You wouldn't happen to be in the market for a home, would you? If you are, I just happen to be selling a manor located right here in Anvil.
Okay. Let's talk about your manor.
Yes, I'm selling my grandfather's house, Benerus Manor. If you're interested, I could let you have it for a modest sum. I have to sell it soon, as I have pressing matters elsewhere. You're welcome to take a look at it. It is located across the street from the chapel. Once you buy, you get the key to the front door and the deed of ownership. That's the deal. Would you like to buy it now?
For 20,000, sure, I get a home in Anvil.
Excellent. Here's the key to the front door and the deed of ownership. I hope you enjoy your new home. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must attend to those pressing matters I spoke of earlier. Good day.
That woman is a bit off-kilter.
Good
I
morning.
don't even want to know what she's got in her basement.
Okay.
So I've heard.
Well, that cost me 20,000, but I now have a home in Anvil, which I will go and investigate in a second. Just whilst I'm passing, I will pop in to the arms shop
How are you?
and see if he's selling anything that I actually want.
Good day. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Ebony cutlass. He's selling elven arrows. I want elven arrows. I'll take them. Quite a few elven arrows, admittedly, but Warhammer of Sparks, Truncheon of Submission. Nothing else he's selling that I particularly want right now.
Good
But
day.
at some point I'm going to be working on my marksman skill again, so I might as well pick up the arrows now while I can. And let me set the quest log to the house I purchased, which is just this general direction. And because I'm a nice person, I'll go through the gate. Opened with Benerus Manor key. I've arrived at my new house in Anvil, Benerus Manor. Looks like the place may need some work, but it was a great deal. I couldn't pass up. Now to make myself at home. Some wine. That's a nice picture of the Imperial City. Some more light. Door. Yeah, it definitely looks like it needs some work. There's a bit of food there. Another door. Another cupboard. Some more wine. That would go to the basement. And this would go to the bedroom, which is slightly nicer than the rest of the place. Because I know this, and here's a door to an upstairs area, and that should take me to the balcony. There is a balcony outside. Yep, so I can look down on the peasants from my wonders of the balcony. Very pretty, Anvil. Over there is the prophet, preaching away. Inside my manor. Door to somewhere. Ooh, okay, a chest. Nothing of interest in it. No, nothing of interest in there either. Oh, I didn't actually mean to take it, but let me have a look at the book I just picked up. The Argonian account, book 4. Some of the Argonian books are skill books. Apparently that is not one of them, so let me throw that away. I don't want it. Throw it onto the desk. Little balcony to look down upon the world. Right. I'm just trying to think. Oh, good. Okay, that's the weapon I wanted to equip. Right, now I'm going to go to sleep for an hour. might be ghosts. Quite a few of them, apparently. They're doing their best to hurt me. Not very effective. If I was less powerful, I might actually hide. Use other methods at them. Right now, I'm going to hit them very hard with a magical mace. Oh, okay. Someone knocked me down. Knocked me down with a feather and all that. Let me have some light. We'll get through this ghost eventually. This lack of fatigue is giving me a minor problem here, but got him. Bellerus Manor is haunted. I was awakened by ghosts that attacked me as I slept. As I awoke, I thought I heard a crash from downstairs. I should search the house and investigate. Will in a minute. I want your ectoplasm, however. And yours. And yours. And then I want to heal myself. I'm using a slightly more powerful healing spell than I used before as well. Because I can. Now apparently there was a crash from downstairs. Okay, that wasn't there before. Skeletal hand. And a scrap from Lorgren's diary. I found a skeletal hand next to a page from a diary. The diary makes mention of a secret room in the house that only a true-blooded Benerus can open. I'm going to need to talk to Velwyn about this. I may have to ask around town to find out where he's gone. Okay, the people of Anvil are worms. How dare they criticize what they don't understand? I shall have my vengeance in a form they cannot possibly imagine. I shall use the souls of the departed to prolong my own life. The tomb is very specific. I must have more bodies. Yes, more bodies. And so it goes on. And generally, basically, it's a necromancer type person. Oh, let's take it. Oh, I think more ghosts just arrived. Light. Pretty sure I heard. Yep, more ghosts. One down. Here and heal up a bit and get some fatigue back. Better, now it's good to be gone. Alright, you annoyed me now. Have a fireball. Two, and perhaps I can have some light again. That's die eventually, oh ghost. Knocking me down. Okay, let me get a little bit of fatigue back. Actually, have a fire. Oh, a little bit of fatigue back. That means it's harder to knock me down. I actually do more damage. Okay, have another fireball. Finally, I got rid of the 3 new ghosts. And one of the reasons I take ectoplasm is it has shock damage. So when I actually reach, either I find another ingredient that has shock damage, or when I reach the final level of alchemy, I can create potions of shock, which are frequently effective. However, right now I need to heal. To do that, I meant to do that, and now I need to go find out. Well, actually, before I go try and find out about where the man that sold me this place went to, I really should fix my stuff. Because while I'm looking for where he went to, probably the best place to start is the pub he was in earlier. I can heal myself.
Afternoon.
You look like someone who's comfortable in heavy armor.
Okay. A bit of healing. Let's talk to this guy.
Jason Sextius, singer, composer, and storyteller extraordinaire. Glad to meet you.
Felwyn Benerus.
As soon as you bought the place, he pretty much up and left. I hear tell he's making his way to the Imperial City.
Okay. Let's talk about the prophet.
Sure. Go down to the chapel and you can't miss him. He'll be the one outside, ranting at passers-by.
Ooh, someone that's not a fan of the prophet. That makes a rare change in Anvil.
Farewell.
Okay. Well, that's... I've got the Fighters Guild quest. I've got the Felwyn Benerus Manor to deal with, which is going to take a little bit of time. So there's one more quest that I'm looking for, and that would be it right there. Well, that's the person who's going to give it to me right there.
How would you like to get my husband Gogan out of hot water?
Sure, what's he done?
Believe me, he'll need all the help he can get to worm his way out of this one. To think he'd fall for the gang's scheme, ugh, I could kill him. I'm sorry, I'm rambling, and you look confused. Let me explain.
Well, go on.
The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. It's been going on for some time now. The city guard hasn't done very much about it, because frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed they don't want to report it. Take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Felwyn Benerus first.
I'm not sure where he went, but I would ask at the Count's Arms. If anyone knows where he is, it would be someone there.
Okay, already been there, done that.
Something
Rumors?
about Arvina Thellis is a bit odd. I've heard she keeps strange things in her basement.
Yep, they would be rats. I know about them. So let's talk about this gang.
When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with him when he was lured out to their lair. It was a small ring given to him on our wedding day. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get it back, 100 gold. Can you help us?
Yes, I'll help you.
Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much help, but I'll do what I can. All I can tell you is that the best place to start is at the Flowing Bowl. It's a tavern located outside the city walls near the waterfront. Gogan may be able to give you more information beyond that.
Okay, so we have a cheating husband who
The
got
flowing
robbed.
bowl attracts the worst Anvil has to offer. Always be on your guard.
Now, because I'm actually still in Anvil, and this is apparently an Anvil, I will continue with this quest. That's the nice thing about this game. You get a quest, and some of them are far away, and some of them are local. So no matter where you go, you should be close to some quest you can do. Alright, let me break into Gogan's home. I'm not bothered about his feelings. He's an adulterer.
For the love of Azura, can't a man have a bit of privacy? Get out of here! What do you want?
The gang.
See, my wife couldn't keep a big mouth shut. Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not ashamed enough to ask for your help. I was sitting in the flowing bowl when the most fetching Nord woman you've ever seen walked in with an equally attractive Imperial woman following. After we exchanged words, I followed them out to a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me to remove my clothes and items. Well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of clothing. Harlots. Just please, help me get that ring back. I want to save what's left of my marriage.
So Tiger Woods here is an idiot.
I'm really a man. How could I resist? What a mess I've gotten myself into.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
Okay, someone saw me break in.
That's too bad. I was hoping you'd resist arrest. Okay, here's the procedure. We go to the castle. First, we search you, confiscate any stolen goods. Then you pay your fine, and we release you.
Wonderful. So I lost a load of stuff, or some stuff. Who are you lot?
Hi there.
How goes it?
You look like a pleasure to...
Okay.
You
I don't know
two...
why you three are around.
Well met. Go to it.
I hope I can...
Nope, no clue why you three are around.
Farewell.
I'm sure I'll figure that out at some point. Right, now. Wherever it was, I was meant to go to the flowing thingy place. I think I only had a couple of, possibly a stolen potion on me and a couple of
I got
stolen,
nothing to eat.
maybe a stolen scroll, which I thought might be useful. However, I didn't lose a great deal of stuff. But I could have been sneakier about that if I'd chosen to be. Okay.
Hi there. I heard that Velwyn Beniris is trying to sell off Beniris Manor.
I haven't seen you here before. Ah, and you're all alone, too. How sad. Well, if you're up to it, I think we can solve that little problem. You see, me and Faustina here are lonely, too. And we've been looking for someone. You look like just what we need. I'll tell you what. We have a cozy farmhouse not far from here where we could, well, get to know each other much, much better. I'll mark it down on your map just so you won't forget where to find us. Meet us there around 11 o'clock. I can promise you a night of fun you won't soon forget.
Signy Homewrecker. Well, there's a name that conjures up great things. Night of fun?
Do I really have to spell it out for you? You're a man, and I'm a woman with a certain desire. You figure out the rest.
Okay, and that's
Have you
her
heard any
companion.
word about the other provinces?
Faustina Cartier.
I have heard
Don't
things
keep
are
us
bad
waiting.
in Vardenfell.
I
The
hate
Telvanni
to
do their best to close.
Okay, so now I need to go to... Their map marker is over there. The easiest way of getting there is to jump to Ford Strand, fight some bandits who are going to be in the way, and then continue onwards. If I happen to get there early, so be it. I can always hang around. Take those potions. Well, hello, pal.
I'll hack you to pieces. Hello?
You're well equipped for a bandit.
I'm just warming up. Let's get this over with. Die, damn you!
So much for you. Let's take your stuff, because I'm working on my endurance, which means the more stuff I can repair, the better for me. I'm pretty sure I heard another one over in this general direction. There he is. Come on, pal. You two, come and get smacked around a bit. I thought mud crabs more fearsome than you. Okay, bit of healing. Nobody else around? No. Right, on my way to this wonderful little farmhouse. Looks like it at the top of the hill over there. Apparently an Oblivion Gate off to my right somewhere. Generally a nice walk in the country. That would be the Oblivion Gate up over there on top of that hill. This would be a farmhouse. I arrived at Gwenden. I'll need to wait until around 11 in the evening to go inside and find out what Faustina and Signy have in store for me. There's not a lot around here. So, what time is it? Almost 6. So if I tell myself to wait for 5 hours, it will be about 11 o'clock at night. Now we'll go in there and deal with these wonderful homewreckers. Let me actually have a potion of light. Sure, I've got one. Okay, that's the potions I'm going to use because they're my least effective ones. And I tend to use the least effective first. And let me go into Gwenden Farm.
I see you took us up on our offer. Good. I'm glad to see you. Signy will be along shortly. I'm sure we can find something to do while we wait. Now, we can't have you standing there all uncomfortable in all those clothes. Why don't you take everything off and place it there on the table?
I'm afraid not.
What? What are you talking about? Don't you want to have fun? Come on, don't be shy. Or are you here for something else?
I'm here for Gogan's ring.
Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard, aren't you? I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. But so be it. I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake. Worthless. All part of the guard's plan, I suppose. Okay, girls. We got someone who doesn't want to cooperate.
Okay, let me find a corner that I can defend. Okay, there's 3 of them apparently.
what you got.
I'll say this one, they're certainly persistent. One down.
This is the fall down.
That's what happens when you attack people without wearing armor. That would be 2. After entering the farmhouse, I encountered Faustina, who tried to entice me to remove my weapons, armor, and clothing and place them aside. Knowing this was a ruse, I refused. She yelled out to the rest of the gang. She yelled out, and the rest of the gang entered the room fully armed and ready for battle. I had no choice but to kill them.
We had a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face. Ask away.
Gang?
Logan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, they refused to talk. The women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a stranger. You fit the bill perfectly. It's a shame it had to end in so much violence, but someone was bound to get hurt sooner or later.
What about Faustina?
We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. I'm sure you had no choice. If you ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities. You've done well, and here's the reward that I promised.
Oh, I got 800 gold coins out of that. Completed the
Don't
Siren's
spend
deception.
all the money from the reward in one place.
Right, let me look at her, take the gold off her. Wit splinter, we'll take that. Basement key. That will take her clothes. Quite expensive. I'll take that key and that. Take the silver goblets and tankards, but there really isn't that much
Got a lot
point.
to do here. We can talk later in Anvil.
Okay. That's the basement. Well, he's up for a bit of sweet cake. A sweet roll. Some grapes. What else we got down here? Loads more clothes, I'll take it. I don't need them particularly. Nothing in there. Nothing up there that I want. I'll take the orange. Oh, okay. What's through here? Ernst's best shirt, fancy pants, shoes. Pinnerus's iron cuirass. Pinnerus's prize minotaur horn. That's actually worth some cash, so I'll take that. A sack with a gold coin in it. A wedding gift, silver cups. A letter. I can't wait to see you tonight. My every day is spent thinking about when we will next be together. Soon we'll be married and we can be together forever. Your true love. Okay. Heinrich's shirt. Pinnerus's shirt. Flawless emerald. A gold nugget. I'll take those. Pants. Yeah, nothing there. Open that lock up. Take what's in there. Oh, Astia's necklace. I'll take it. I'll probably just sell it, but...
Got a lot to do here. We can talk later in Anvil.
Fine steel short sword, not really my thing. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, that was the wonderful female gang in Anvil. And that quest complete. Yeah, if memory serves me correctly, the other quest I picked up, I need to find Velwyn for Benerus Mansion, or the Stone of St. Alessia in Bruma. Well, in that case, I will fast travel to Bruma in preparation for that one. But that will be in the next episode.
Yes. Good morning.
Because that's where I'm going to end this episode. As always, I hope you enjoyed.
An old war veteran.
And hopefully I will see you down the road for more of the Elder Scrolls Oblivion with the OOO mod installed. Au revoir.